Hello, my name is Sade Smith-Tillman. I would like to start by thanking you all for allowing me to share my knowledge and input pertaining to college and career planning. So we will jump right into it. Today's discussion, we will cover essential college prep, self-assessment and research, resume writing, how you show up online, managing social media presence, professionalism, networking, and then something that I like to refer to as the manifesto. So we're touching on key elements of college and career planning. So yes, again, that's me, Sade Smith-Tillman. As far as my professional background and experience, I've spent several years working in HR as a recruiter, helping professionals secure work and assisting them with their career transitions. And what I found early on is that I thoroughly enjoy helping individuals prepare, enter, and navigate the workforce. So I formed Next Generation Career Coaching because I wanted to venture out and start my very own business while pursuing my passion and purpose. So it brings me so much joy, especially when I am provided with an opportunity to help young people, because I've been there and I understand the difficulties and challenges that young adults face when preparing for the professional world. So I'm excited about the opportunity to speak with you all today, and we can go ahead and touch on preparing for your future. So what I would like to start by saying is that it's never too early to start preparing for your future and determining what you want to be. Planning will provide you with direction and insight into what you should be doing right now at this very moment to prepare for your future. So I know that you all have goals and aspirations, maybe things that you want to achieve soon or long term. Maybe you want to go to college. Maybe some of you want to go straight to work from high school, and that's completely okay. But whatever you decide, you must plan first. So a plan will act as a guide or roadmap, so to speak. It will keep you on track so that you have a clear understanding of what is required of you to make your goals a reality. So we'll talk a little about essential college prep. Prepare for college in 10 easy steps here. So first, you want to get a head start. You need to be prepared, so start as early as you can. Right now, it's, if you're, even if you're in 8th, 9th grade, whatever it is, you want to go ahead and start preparing. Come up with a plan. Number 2, you want to map it out. Take time to develop your plan of action. Know what it is that you want to achieve, and then understand the steps and actions that are required for you to get there. You also want to make sure you're taking appropriate courses. You want to make sure you're challenging yourself, taking advantage of, advanced courses as well. And then number 3, establish a relationship with your guidance counselor. So your guidance counselor should know you by name. So you don't want to wait until your junior or senior year to get in contact with your guidance counselor. Get to know them right now and take advantage of the resources that they have to offer. Also, 4, securing a mentor. Mentors will help keep you on track. They hold you accountable. And it's important to have someone that you can turn to for advice and assistance. This will help you a great deal. All right, and then we have number 5, maintain your GPA. So your GPA will determine if you can get into your dream school. So if you are struggling with a certain course, you want to seek help immediately. Do not wait until it is too late. Talk to your teacher right away. Secure a tutor because you have to keep your grades up to par. You also can take advantage of advanced or AP courses, and this will help boost your GPA as well. We talked earlier about that, boosting your GPA and taking advantage of advanced courses. So, number 6 on the list, get involved. Having superb grades is important. However, colleges want well-rounded students. They want students that can manage and juggle multiple things at once. So if you can manage your schoolwork and extracurricular activities, it will show that time management comes easy for you. And this is important. You know, you want to show that you can, again, juggle and perform multiple tasks simultaneously. And it shows that you balance life overall well. Balance is important. All right. And then number 7, SAT, ACT preparation. The more you take it, the better you become. Practice makes perfect. That is what you want to keep in mind when it comes to SAT, ACT preparation. You may not score as well as you want the first time around, but the more you do it, the better you will become at it. And many colleges are waiving this requirement currently, but it is definitely something that you will probably be required to do in the future. So go ahead and continue prepping for those standardized tests. And then number 8, research. This is probably one of the most important tips here. One of the most important steps. So do your research, go on college tours, speak with admissions counselors, find someone that attended the school, maybe like an alumni, find the students that are currently enrolled in those particular schools so that you can learn as much as possible about those schools. You want to know the requirements, you want to know the ins and outs, and most importantly, you want to make sure that you mesh well with that particular university. Learn as much as you can so that you know if that college is a good fit for you. And then organize. So organize your research. What you can do is you can create spreadsheets, you can create trackers so that you can keep up with college requirements, costs, applications, etc. The key is you want to make sure you have all of your ducks in a row so that once you go into your senior year of high school, you're not scrambling to put things together. You have everything together and you can just simply start applying and seeking funding for school, which is number 10 on our list. So you want to explore scholarships and grants. You know, there are tons of opportunities available. And this is why establishing and building relationships is a must, as well as keeping grades up and participating in extracurricular activities, because it exposes you and you're able to stay on top of the opportunities and things that are out there, and you're competitive. You want to make sure that you are competitive when it comes to applying for grants and scholarships. So that's essential college prep in 10 easy steps. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So now we're going to touch on self-assessment. And self-assessment is key to development, and it's the most important step in college and career planning. This process will help you in evaluating your skills, your potential, your strengths, and your ability to fulfill your goals. So during the self-assessment stage, you will want to gather information about yourself so that you can make informed decisions when choosing your education and career path. During this phase, you will analyze your values, interests, personality, and skills. And the objective is to really dig deep and learn about yourself, likes, dislikes, strengths, weaknesses, etc. So there are tons of different activities and things that you can do to self-assess. You can take personality quizzes, you can take abilities or aptitude quizzes, or even a work preference quiz. We are going to take a look here at this activity. It's called What Do You Believe? And basically it's just career planning. It's basically just like a self-assessment, and you have different statements that you can read and then jot down your thoughts and answers to each statement. It's just taking the opportunity to understand yourself and know, your skills, your traits, and what you want. So the first statement is, what do you believe are your skills, traits, or actions that make you most proud? So you want to take a moment, you want to jot those things down. The second statement is, what do you believe is the maximum number of years of college you are willing to attend to prepare for a career? You want to take a moment, you want to jot those things down. That's something you probably never even thought about. You know, I have this career in mind, but how long am I willing to attend school to prepare for this career? Or you may be thinking, hey, no matter how many years it takes, I want to be a nurse. So I'm willing to stay in school for however long is required of me. The last statement, what do you believe is better for you? To work as part of a team or independently, and why? So these are things that you can ask yourself just to get a better idea of what it is you want, and this will help you better prepare and formulate your plan of action. So any aha moments? What are some things that you discovered about yourself from this activity? I urge you all to continue researching, get a journal, and write things down, because getting to know yourself is an ongoing process and it requires constant effort and work. It is very necessary in order for you to actually achieve what you want, not only in your professional life, but your personal life as well. So now we're going to talk about something that I thoroughly enjoy, and that is resume writing. I want to give you tips for building your resume. So resumes are a very important piece of college and career preparation. Resumes are usually associated with career planning, but can also be very helpful when applying for college. So many of you are probably wondering if and how it is possible to create a resume that displays your skills and abilities when you don't have much work experience. So I would like to start by saying that volunteering is a great start and will allow you to gain and show valuable work skills that will interest employers. So think about some examples of things that you can do now to add to your resume. I want you to think about things that you can include when you lack formal work experience, such as babysitting. Maybe you wash cars. Maybe you handle lawn mowing for neighbors and friends and close relatives. You know, and then you also want to include extracurricular activities and maybe even some school projects that you've participated in or taken the lead on. This sort of work will help you display some skills and will allow you to show that you are reliable. And that's what employers look for. The key is to display that you have leadership skills, initiative, character, and a good work ethic. So again, take time now to volunteer as much as possible, as this will help you to acquire new skills and experience. Do not forget to include your achievements. Think about school, class, think about sports, think about programs and organizations such as I Am a Queen. These are all things that you should mention in your resume. So, resume strategies for beginners. Here are 5 easy ways you can turn your resume into success. So point 1, you want to demonstrate your uniqueness and value with a brief summary statement. This is where that self-discovery and research comes in. Understand and know yourself. Know what you have to offer and how you can be an asset to any team. Come up with a nice summary statement that shows why you are unique and what sets you apart from everyone else. You also want to be strategic with formatting. You want to utilize a functional resume. And I have a site that serves as a great resource if you need templates for functional resumes, and that is standoutcollegeprep.com/resume. Again, that's standoutcollegeprep.com/resume. Here you can find templates to assist you with creating functional resumes if you lack work experience. And then the next point here is action words. Action words will help you add the pizzazz that you need to your resume to keep the recruiter or the admissions counselor engaged. They help you communicate your story and show why you are the best fit. So, the next point is checking for grammatical errors. This is extremely important. We don't want any mistakes, misspellings, or anything like that on your resume. So utilize whatever resources or tools that you need to use to ensure that your resume is free from grammatical errors. And then the last point here is modify your resume accordingly. So your resume should be customized and tailored to fit the job that you are applying for. So you may have to tweak your resume here or there, depending on what you're using it for at that time. But just make sure that it is relevant. Make sure that you add things to your resume that are relevant. And I actually want to go back and touch on the functional resume and why it's so important. The functional resume will highlight your skills and abilities. So you want to make sure that when you don't have much work experience, that you are utilizing functional resume formatting, okay? So next, we want to talk about how you show up online. And this is very, very important because I want you to understand that everything you post online is public information. That means everyone has access to it. And it's important to make sure that you are portraying yourself as the professional that you are. So I want you to take a moment and I want you to Google your name, search your name, and look and see what comes back after you search your name. What types of images and things show up after you search your name? Hopefully it's achievements and awards and great things that portray a positive image. I want you to be happy with what you see when you search your name. Oftentimes, the way that you present yourself will determine your success in landing the career of your dream and getting into the college or university that you want to attend. Understand that employers and people in general will peruse your social media pages to learn more about you, and you never know who's looking. Think of everything you post online as public information. Everyone has access to it. Okay, so you want to, when utilizing and managing social media, again, consider your personal brand, consider your future goals, consider your aspirations, and how you want to be perceived. You want to avoid inappropriate photos. You want to avoid inappropriate comments by your friends. Remember, you can delete comments under your photos. Avoid inappropriate discussions. Avoid talking poorly about previous employers, teachers, or others. Continue regular online searches of your name to keep track of information and images. And then you want to clean up any flaws that you find. I want to make sure that you understand the importance of presenting yourself as the professional that you are, okay? And now I want to touch on professionalism. And professionalism is basically defined as the conduct, behavior, and attitude of someone in a work or business environment. But I want you to conduct yourself with professionalism wherever you are, not just at work, at school. I want you to carry yourself this way wherever you are. So there are a few key elements to professionalism. First, let's talk about self-confidence. I want you to know that you can say what you have to say and speak your mind, but you must be mindful of how you say it. It's all about balance. You want to be assertive, but cognizant of your delivery. It's all in your delivery. You can say how you feel and express yourself in a way that is respectful and tactful. I want to also talk about flexibility. I want you to understand the importance of being agile. That means being open to change and being able to adapt, because change, it happens, and it happens quite often. So you need to be adaptable and always open and flexible to changing with the times, okay? It happens more than we would like, but it is a part of life. I also want to touch on teamwork. So teamwork is important, not only at school, but in the workplace. You have to be able to work well with your peers and colleagues to reach goals and objectives. Everyone will contribute to reach the final outcome. So it is important now that you learn how to work with people from all backgrounds, different experiences, different personalities, etc. It's important that you know how to compromise and come together as a team to make things happen. Next is respect. There are several ways that you can show respect. Giving eye contact, looking people in the eye when you're speaking with them, a firm handshake, listening. And I look at it as, the simple things that we were taught, in kindergarten, simply treat people the way that you want to be treated. And then make sure that people are treating you with respect, with the respect that you deserve. So, remaining confident, that's important. But we want to make sure that we are respectful of others. And again, that people are respecting us as well. Dress for success. You have to dress for the job you want. I have a motto that I go by. It's you look good, you feel good, you perform well. When you are dressed and you're feeling good about yourself, it shows through your performance. So you always want to look your very best. So I have another activity here. It's a yes for me or no. So we'll look at a few different slides with different outfits and things like that. And I want you to take a look and determine if these outfits are appropriate for the workplace. So we have our first young lady here. She's in her business suit. Her nails are well groomed. She has her coffee, hair slick, all back in a bun, and her makeup is fresh. It's not too much. It's right on point. Would you consider this appropriate attire for work? And then we have the young lady here in the middle. To me, she looks as though she's going to the gym. She was told that, it's casual Friday and she could dress down. But is this something that, even with it being a casual Friday, is this something that is appropriate for the workplace? That's a no. And then you have this last young lady here. She has on a nice sweater, slacks. Is she dressed appropriately or dressed down Friday? I think so. I think that's appropriate. The next slide here, we have a young lady in her bell bottoms. She decided to pull out her bell bottoms, and she also decided to throw a chain belt on. She is feeling good and she's headed to work. But is this appropriate for the workplace? Should she be wearing this outfit to work? That's going to be a no. And then you have this young lady in the middle. She has on a nice blazer and slacks, and she's headed into the office. And I think she looks great. I think she'll go into the office and she'll get the job done. And last, you have this young lady with the shirt, it's tied, and then she has on the denim cutoff shorts. Is this something that you think we could wear into the office? I think not. Okay. So now we want to touch on networking. So networking is interacting with others to exchange information and gain professional contact. Networking is one of the top ways to find and secure new opportunities. Networking with leaders and peers will keep you sharp. You will learn and gain important tips, news, and changes that is related to your field or industry. So you must know how to interact with others. And I know that COVID has put a halt to networking events and face-to-face opportunities, but there are several other ways to network or link with other students and professionals. So let's touch on a few of those. First on the list is volunteer. So volunteering is one awesome way to network. Volunteering will allow you to meet new people, build and cultivate relationships without so much pressure. And, meeting people while working together towards a cause that you're both passionate about will help you establish a more meaningful connection. So Volunteering will allow you to meet new people, build and cultivate relationships without so much pressure. Next on the list, you can join professional associations. You can meet peers and leaders in your desired field when you join professional associations. So, this is a great way to learn and gain credibility while networking. You know, getting to know those people that are higher up in your desired field. This is a great way to network, guys. Social media. Social media serves as a valuable networking tool and resource. Think about LinkedIn and Facebook groups. Social media will allow you to make connections and establish contacts very easily. So let's talk about how to initiate the networking conversation. So here I have an example of how to introduce yourself. So it says, hi, my name is Khadijah. I'm a recent college graduate looking for a marketing position in Greensboro, North Carolina. I enjoy helping people connect the dots, become more creative, and reach their target audience. I am good at thinking outside the box and coming up with great ideas. I noticed that you work as a marketing director for name of company. I would love an opportunity to speak with you and learn more about this company. Would you be open to a brief introductory call? This is a great way to just kind of get things rolling and establish that connection right off. So here are questions to ask when meeting new people. After introducing yourself, you can ask your new connection for advice. It is okay to probe and gain new information and insight. So a few examples, do you know anything about this company? Or simply, do you have advice for me? Who do you know that might be willing to speak with me as well? Um, you know, I have here for qualifications, what kind of experience is required? What qualities or abilities are important to being successful in this role? You can ask, which opportunities provide the most valuable knowledge and know-how? How would one find out about these jobs or opportunities? And then you can ask questions about, day to day. What do you enjoy most about this job? Do you use your school or graduate training in your job? And if so, how? And so after establishing a relationship and remaining in contact with this said person, it is okay to ask, can I use your name? It's okay because you've established that relationship and you've built trust. So it is okay to say, hey, may I use your name when contacting this person or this person? That's okay. But make sure that you've established a relationship and you've built trust. So now we'll touch on the manifesto. The manifesto is basically your personal statement of belief. Think of this as a personal mission statement. During our discussion about resumes, we talked about writing your summary statement. So this activity, creating the manifesto, will help with that and can serve as a beneficial tool when writing college essays. I would like you to create a personal statement of belief. Think about your vision. What's your vision? What is your mission? What do you proclaim? Write down your statement. Memorize that statement. Use that statement when you're trying to set yourself apart and, show your uniqueness. Here are some examples of personal mission statements. The first one says, it is my mission to love a life of honesty, integrity, and unconditional love, to never lose sight of what is most important, and to make the world a more beautiful place through art and my relationships with others. The next one says, I find joy in the little things in life and share that joy with others. I welcome each life experience as an opportunity to learn and grow. I accept and open myself to the ideas and beliefs of others. I explore the world with curiosity and wonder. I use my creativity to help others accomplish their goals. I love and appreciate my family and friends. I encourage and support loved ones through their triumphs, hardships, and everything in between. I love myself always. I love that one. Create your personal mission statement, your personal statement of belief. Okay? And the last slide here, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. I want to say, before anything else, preparation is the key to success. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Go ahead and start taking the necessary steps to reach your goals and accomplishments. Know what is required, know what you have to do, know how long it will take you, know every single aspect of what it is that you will need to reach your final destination. I thank you guys so much for allowing me to chat with you today. I hope that this information is very beneficial, and have a blessed day.